Hello, it's on.
Hi, I'm Sandeep Mishra. I am from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. By qualification, I am MSc Environment Science and Master in Computer Application. Primarily, I am into environment and forest and wildlife consulting and research. And as part of our wildlife conservation activity, we have started one pilot project in Similpal Tiger Reserve, Odisha, wherein we are trying to take up organic farming as an alternative livelihood method for wildlife conservation.
Okay. So, how did you come to know about CV Hydro?
I was browsing through because I am into turmeric, soil-based turmeric farming. I keep browsing through a lot of literature. Uh, Suddenly, I came in touch of one article which was describing this soilless farming.
Okay.
And then I started digging up, and the article was in betterindia.com. So I kept digging up, and immediately I came to that website, CV Hydro, and that is how I started. At least I got introduced to soilless farming and what the concept is. And luckily, there was a boot camp announced that time, so I immediately joined it.
Okay, great. And what's your feedback about the bootcamp training content substance?
The content is absolutely mind blowing. For beginners who are into or who are interested into soilless farming, and for experts who are already into soil based farming, for both I think it was kind of a exercise. The content was kind of an exercise where it leads you to brainstorming how to get into it. It is not like discouraging.
Hmm.
Many of the programs that I have attended, pushes
It
you,
restricts you.
restricts you whether to go for it, whether not to go. But at least it is encouraging to at least try.
Right, right.
So that is what the content was like.
Thank you. And what's your feedback about CV as a trainer?
If you ask me to give a feedback about how the trainer was coming from an army background, so it will be very much uh, disrespecting that way. I can't see any of the army professionals giving a bad way of training. So it was very much disciplined, organized, very well planned as far as the content release is concerned. And it was associated with this farm visit, a small shade room experiment visit. So that was kind of a collected year. I am unable to attend the tomorrow's visit, the farm commercial farm visit, but I think it was very well channelized and connected.
Thank you. What are your top 3 or top 5 takeaways from this training?
Number one, I am getting into at least 1,000 square feet experimenting on soilless farming. Number two, I am trying to experiment part of soilless training, apply it to soil-based training, increase the yield. Third, there is a big war going on between organic and chemical factory-based, nutrient usage. I'll try to figure out what is happening there. Whether I was just discussing with CV that maybe we can try for organic farming, we can try some natural treatments which would give us that same kind of chemical grade nutrients. Uh, Fourth, I would definitely want people, because Odisha we are harvesting around 65,000 plus metric ton of turmeric. That is another thing that I am trying to look after, that the same farmers on soil based farming, if they can be pushed into yielding much higher. Not all of the people can go for soilless farming. If that can happen, so that will be a good revenue generation for the local tribal people.
Makes sense.
So that is one thing that I would like to work on.
Thank you. Overall camping experience?
A bit bad as far as the weather is concerned. Camping was good, but the present weather was a bit restricting.
Okay.
As such, I couldn't enjoy the entire camping time because of my personal engagements. But yes, it is.
Last question. What are your next steps now?
Next step is going back, starting this process of setting up the 1,000 square feet trial area, experiment area. I already have a small patch of land which luckily I planted the seeds very late. So probably the soil-based thing to increase the yield, I'll try some experiments then and there itself. And to start soilless farming from the next season onwards, like I'll start the preparation from now.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
and you want to say something short in Odia, you can free to do it in free
If you
flow.
ask me the same question, you cut off your question part, I'll answer it in Odia.
Okay.
It's very difficult. You don't speak in Odisha also.
Okay.
In Odia.
All right. Let's start with the name and introduction part.
Uh, let me think first. Okay. ମୋ ନାଁ ହେଲା ସନ୍ଦୀପ ମିଶ୍ର ମୁଁ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଓଡ଼ିଶାରୁ ଆସିଛି ଏଠିକି ଗୁଜୁରାଟ ଆମର ଏଠି ପାୟାଡ଼ ପାଖରେ ଯେଉଁ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ୍ ହେଉଥିଲା କ୍ୱାଲିଫିକେସନ୍ ହିସାବରେ ମୋର MSc ଏନଭାୟରମେଣ୍ଟ ସାଇନ୍ସ ଆଉ MCA ମାଷ୍ଟର ଇନ୍ କମ୍ପ୍ୟୁଟର ଆପ୍ଲିକେସନ୍ ଡିଗ୍ରୀ ବଟ୍ ଗତ କିଛି ବର୍ଷ ହେବ ମୁଁ ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ଆଉ ଏନଭାୟରମେଣ୍ଟ ଫିଲ୍ଡରେ କନସଲ୍ଟିଂ ହିସାବରେ କାମ କରୁଛି ଏବଂ ମୋର ଶିମିଳିପାଳ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ टाइगर रिजर्व पाखे आम गोटे छोट पायलट प्रोजेक्ट चलती जो आम ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग को फॉरेस्ट आउ माने जंगल आउ जंतु को सुरक्षा केमती यूज कर अल्टरनेटिव लाइवलीहुड हिसाब से चेष्टा कर
Feedback about this boot camp.
मुझे प्रोग्राम विषय इंटरनेट रु जाना पाइली जे ये गोटे एमती आम जो हलदी चाष कर माटी उपर चाष होटा बिना माटी रे नड़िया गचर जो नड़िया कतारू तादर गोटे एक्सट्राक्ट बाहर करके केमती चाष हो पार और यील्डटा केमती आमर जो हार्वेस्ट होची सेटा केमती एटलिस्ट 20-30 टाइम्स करहब हलदी से विषय ये प्रोग्राम था जाना पाइली सो मुझे प्रोग्राम अटेंड करने आसती 3 दिन 3.5 days गोटे प्रोग्राम था प्रोग्राम एक्सपीरियंस हिसाब से देखा गले सॉइल माने आमर माटी बिना जो चाष हो हलदी चाष से बहुत जिनस जानवा को मिला जो थी कि आम बहुत समय आम माटी बेसी यील्ड पाई पारुनु कि माटी जो जैव रोग गुड़ाक आम पाऊँ एटी केमती दूर कर मैक्सिमम यील्ड करहब से विषय बहुत जिनस शिखा को मिलला
Thank you. And what are your takeaways?
मुझे गला मोर निजर गोटे 1000 स्क्वायर फुट जगह नहीं सेठी जो बिना माटी हलदी केमती कर तार गोटे एक्सपेरिमेंट करने चेष्टा कर वर्ष एंड ए वर्ष मु जो हलदी चाष करुँची शिमिळपाल तादेह किसी पर्सन एमती अच्छी जोटि कि माने बिना माटीर जो प्रोसेस ताकू मु माटीर हलदी चाष करने प्रोसेस रे इम्प्लीमेंट करके देखी केमती तार हार्वेस्टा बढ़ई हम एंड नेक्स्ट ईयर रु मु केमती सेठी एई प्रोसेस रे अन्य चाषी को सेठी जोड़ी हम जो माने हलदी चाष ऑलरेडी करूछथि एवं तांकर ग्रोथ बढ़ई हम सेति पई गोटे चेष्टा करिवे
Okay, thank you. We missed one question. What your feedback about CV as trainer?
That has to be in Odia.
That's okay.
No, I have already spoken about it in English.
Yeah.
You asked me that.
Yeah. So in Odia, can you say that?
Okay. CV सर जी सी आर्मी मिलिट्री बैकग्राउंड रू बेसिकली नेवी बैकग्राउंड रू आसछथि सो तांकर जहाँ भी ट्रेनिंग मेथड जहाँ अच्छी दैट वाज सेटा बहुत प्रोफेशनल बहुत डिसिप्लिन्ड एवं पूरा जो 4 दिन कोर्स स्ट्रक्चर अच्छी ताकू बेसिक थ्योरी प्रैक्टिकल आउ फील्ड संगे मिसेकी गोटे भल भाव में मेकानाइज्ड चैनल थ्रू कनेक्टेड प्रोसेस रे से करने को कहते तो दैट वाज वेरी बहुत भल प्रोग्राम थिला सेटा
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू